Here is your Monkey King Bananarama. It is time to thank you a lot. So why I have to thank you, that is pretty easy, because we reached 3rd milestone. So thank you so much for your support and dedication. We reached over 1 million views and crossed the 7,000 subscriptions. That is awesome. Thank you so much. That is really a big milestone for me and for the team. So thank you. And now let's jump into Survival Royale. First of all, there is a video I explain how to hack Survival Royale, how to use your best marches 2 times. And now we will have a short comment version of Survival Royale. This will be a victory, but I will go into some details how I play Survival Royale and how to do it. So first of all, I always try to get in one of the special buildings right at the start, especially to get march faster. But, well, as you can see, I waste my time and I lose time to gather more materials. So I check out where I can get some materials, especially at the beginning, so trying really to collect as fast and as much as possible. That is really the start. That is where you can gather those crystals, which helps you later on in the Survival Royale store a lot. And that is what I really hate at the beginning. So you move around, think, okay, you will either find empty houses or you find materials in it, and you try to avoid opponents in the buildings. So that is what I try to avoid. Gather as fast as possible, as much as possible, and as well as trying to avoid, especially in the beginning, every opponent, because it's just wasting my time. So this is really frustrating if I hit, because I really don't want. That is not my focus at the beginning. Later on, fine for me, but I want to gather as much and as fast as possible at the start of Survival Royale. So I run around like crazy, check out where can I find good stuff. And good stuff for me is the barricade, because I can lock really strong opponents in there, and that is partially what I do. And now I speed up everything so you don't waste your time and checking out. Of course, the big buildings are what others mainly focus on, but my focus is really on getting material as much as possible. And of course some buffs, so extensions for the backpack so I can place more, and faster marches. Don't wonder, I speed it up so we don't watch 15 minutes of me playing Survival Royale. And that is really what I hate, to be locked. That is how you can even beat, as free-to-play player, a big spender. For me, best combination is to have barricades and rockets, but rockets take a lot of time and a lot of space, because you can only lock one on one spot in your back. So that is why I really want to have barricades, because those I can stop a big gun for 30 seconds and always try to avoid to put traps, but they can stack up 3 times, and that is also a nice option to lock others and to hurt their marches a lot. So barricades is one of my favorite things, because that is how I partially win matches against players with Angelica and Selena, because I let them get the stuff in the airdrop, because there I have no chance against them. But that is an example here, what you saw, shooting when there is a fight, that doesn't hurt the march. You need to shoot when there's a cooldown between the 2 fights, or you have to shoot on a solo building when there's no fight. That will hurt the march, but if it's during a fight and the rocket hits, it doesn't hurt anything. So that's really wasting rockets, and they're rare, and you want to use it on a strong opponent. And of course, Peacemaker are also great, especially if you're not that strong, to survive a march and escape maybe, and prolong your duration in the fight, so get a better ranking in Survival Royale. So that's good. And here you see they do not harm. 2 shoots of rockets doesn't hurt anything, and I really try to avoid as long as possible fights, because they are weaken me and they might be able to lock me in a building constantly with barricades, and I lose at the end because I don't have enough potions to survive, or being locked all the time and do not have enough bandages to survive that. So also important from the airdrop, get the crates, get the crystals. That is what you really want if you are able to fight at the airdrop, or try to avoid airdrop, because most likely the airdrop is in the fog area. So if you're aligned and committed player with a lot of barricades, that is the moment where you can lock a strong opponent player who probably beats you. So that is the perfect time to constantly lock the opponent there, but try to avoid in the meantime that you are in a fight, because then you can't place the barricade on that person again, and then the person can escape in the safe house and all the effort is wasted, probably because that player can easily detonate all your merches in the last minutes with low energy. And that is why I really love to use barricades and also use the rockets on such players. But again, rockets needs the timing. Without the timing, you are screwed and just wasting a super powerful weapon in that game. So that are my ideas in the fight. I could show you right away from the gameplay I had on Survival Royale, but I really love this mode, as long as you do not face only Angelica and Selena players, because that looks like running against the wall, knowing you will fail and have to run again because you have to survive as long as possible. A good strategy in that, if there is not barricade the major building, the center building, then it's a good strategy once you have lost one march to escape in the 5 seconds and run again in the building, because the person next will be replace you and get the fight. And if you're able to also barricade those, then they can't escape and you are for sure get a better ranking overall. And that is now here flexing a bit that I won all the fights, but honestly that is probably where I was the strongest on the field, so it is kind of nonsense. But yeah, let's move it, and thank you all for supporting me, supporting the team, and for reaching over 1 million views and 7,000 subscribers. Thank you.